Most people think chiropractors are just back pain doctors, but that's only partially true. We're actually nerve doctors, and so it's my job to make sure that the nerves in your spine are happy and healthy and that nothing is putting pressure on them. So what typically happens is with either trauma or repetitive stress that's accumulated over a long period of time, it adds up and starts putting pressure on the spine. So areas of nerve pressure, otherwise known as a subluxation, will show up as areas that are stuck or swollen, puffy, they'll feel restricted. To the patient, they will feel tender or sensitive though. So I will examine the spine, identify areas of subluxations, and then I will adjust them. So here's what adjustments could possibly look like in our office. So I have the patient start face down on the table, and I start by just feeling first. I'm looking for areas that are stuck from back to front. I'll look for areas that are stuck from side to side, because lots of times they'll move one side better than they move the other. So when I find an area that needs to be adjusted, there's a few ways that I can do it. So the most common way that I do is with a drop on the table. So the two cushions underneath the table will pop up, and then they'll drop down and make a loud noise, just like that. So the table's doing all the work. It speeds up the adjustment without me having to put any extra effort into it. So it's comfortable on me and it's comfortable on the patient. So it'll pop up, I find the area that's restricted and drop. So that's the first way. I do have a couple of instruments that we use as well. So one of which is called an activator. So it is a spring-loaded instrument that provides a controlled amount of force to a very specific location and sounds like a click. I can change the intensity of the thrust from the instrument, so either really light or really soft. So for low backs, just because they're bigger, typically need a little more oomph to it, if you will. Another way that I can also do the adjustment is with this guy here. So this is an arthrostim, and it's similar to the activator, but instead of just one single click, it is a repetitive percussion motion. So that percussion is what does the adjustment. So that's another way that we'll do it. And then last, if the low back is really uncomfortable and the patient just can't tolerate very much, I'll just work on the muscles and do some muscle releases, some really gentle ways to mobilize joints without actually pushing on them. So I check the muscles first. The hips have a lot to do with it as well. I may release a hip muscle just to help get some motion through the low back and through the hips as well. Another way that I'll do it is actually have the patient help me. So all I do is hold on to the area that we're adjusting, and I have the patient breathe all the way in, all the way out. So I follow her down, I hold, breathe in again, and I'm holding, and she's breathing into the adjustment and relax all the way out. So she's controlling the amount of pressure, she's controlling the intensity of the adjustment. So there's lots of different ways to do adjustments. Those are just some of the really common ones that we do here in the office. So I'm Dr. Alicia Squires at Family First Chiropractic and Wellness Center. This is Raven, my model. Thank you so much for helping me. And if you have any questions about low back pain or adjustments, don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. Thanks for watching.